Come on, let me tell you, not everybody you see on earth is really a human being. You need eyes to see. Not everybody you see on the earth is a human being. There are children that are seed of Satan. They are strange children. The Bible calls them strange children from the waters. The book of Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12 said they were inhabitants of what? The sea. Now, and when he talked about the inhabitants of the sea, it does not only mean the aquatic creatures. It also suggests that there are people living there, because he talked about inhabitants of the earth and inhabitants of what? The sea. The marine begins to, you begin to, the understanding that the marine world, the water bodies, contains or is an abode for certain beings, that there are inhabitants of what? The waters. And obviously suggests that perhaps the people that came down with Satan, some of them might have ended up in that place. The Bible tells us something here. And he said the sons of God came down and married the daughters of God. Now, who were these sons of God? Well, a lot of scholars believe that these were the watchers of the earth. These were the group of angels that God gave charge to watch over the earth, watch over this dimension, watch over man. You have a reference to watchers in the book of Daniel when they dealt with Nebuchadnezzar and he became an animal. Because the Bible said the watchers, the holy ones, have decreed. Because Nebuchadnezzar was getting things messed up and thinking and getting himself to be God. The watchers. So the watchers were a class of angels that were given charge. They are called watchers. You can understand that. In ancient Israel, when they build a city, there are men that stands on the wall, like watchmen, like gatekeepers, watching over the place. Are you with me? So this group of angels were watching over mankind, but saw that the daughters of men were beautiful. You see, when Adam and Eve fell, before corruption started there, those guys were extremely beautiful. They were crazy. You see, man was so beautiful that angels lost their sense. So these angels are not the angels that fell with Satan. Hey, please, I want you to pay attention. Listen to the way the Jews said this. And the angels which kept not their first what? Estate. The word here is arch, the beginning, origin. Okay? They couldn't keep their first estate, their order, then, but left their own habitation. Left their own habitation. So they left their body in order to take a human body. And you get what I'm saying now? Are you following it closely? So they left their estate, which is their place, left their habitation, which is their body, the body that was given to them. The Bible talks about celestial body and terrestrial body. So they left their celestial bodies and took a terrestrial body, a body that is within this dimension. So these are a group of angels. In fact, the Bible said God has reserved them for an everlasting what? He has put them in a place. Now, when you look at this one, okay, he said they left their what? Their estate and left their habitation. You realize that this was not the group that fought the war. Because the ones that fought the war was not a living, they were overthrown. Their place was destroyed. The Bible says there was no place again found for what? For them. Which means they were conquered and destroyed the cities in the realms of the heavens. The heavens where God was, where they went to, is not this particular one. Their cities were destroyed and they were thrown down. So they came and built another dimension. Are you following what I'm saying? Now, within the another dimension, there's a group also that is called the watchers, which we are the holy angels. The Bible called them the sons of God. They came from God. Now the Bible said they saw that the daughters of men were beautiful. What happened was, at this time, you must understand that the principle of corruption, of sin, has entered into existence. The devil already has brought it in. So, because they are free moral agents, they have their free will. They saw the daughters of men and they decided to come down here, left their bodies, the angelic body that they had, the celestial body, and took a terrestrial body, and they slept with daughters of men. And the Bible said when they did that, no wonder marine system and all satanic issues has a lot to do with fornication. It has a lot, because the whole thing began with a massive, stupid immorality. So they came down and went and took, the Bible said they took them wives and took these people and slept with them and produced children with them. Now when they did, the Bible said the fruit of their body, that's the products that came out of that hybrid, of that angelic and human mingling, human mixture, we are giants. In fact, the scripture described these giants as some of them are as tall as cedars. That is, they will be tall over 20 feet more. They were massive giants on the earth, which is what the Bible calls the Nephilim. The Nephilim, giants. They were hybrid creatures, half human, half angels. And the Bible said they were men of renown of old. So in the ancient times, they were men who made things happen because they have an intelligence that is higher than even a human. Now they began to bring a lot of violence and corruption on the earth. They taught humans a lot of evil, begin to devour humans, devour their food, cause a lot of problems upon the earth, violence, killing, bloodshed. Things went totally crazy. The Bible said, for all flesh have corrupted their ways. You know, there are two strange people upon the earth that died. You know, one, we are the watchers, the angels that fail. One, we are their children, because their children and them are not the same. They still have pure angelic ones, not really angelic bodies. They still have angelic genes, so to say, DNA. Their children is a hybrid, a mixture of man and a mixture of what? These are the things that became gods that people worship. I was doing a deliverance of a young lady, and she is a marine, strange marine being, strange one. And she said to me, "This is my second life." I said, "Second life?" He said, "Yes. This is why I'm here now. It's my second time of coming to the earth." I said, "Can you remember your past?" He said, "Yes. I knew where I was. I knew where I was born. I knew when I died. I died at the age of 58 years. I know the man I married. And look at what happened and how I died, the circumstances of my death. I was also in the marine. But there was something that happened, and the snake bit me, and I died of it. But it was a way for me to go. I didn't finish what I was supposed to do. Now, I have come back the second time." So while I was praying for her that day, the Lord began to show me things in the Indian Ocean, which we will get to when we start talking about the Queen of Coast and all those kind of stuff. So the Lord opened my eyes and gave me a word, and I spoke to her and said, "What is holding you is in the Indian Ocean." Say yes. Then the Lord took me into a temple in the Indian Ocean, and I saw an altar and a book, big book upon that altar. You can only use blood to open it, and it's written with blood. And then I began to search for the name. As I began to minister and say that which I saw, a violent manifestation began. The demons in her reacted violently, because I was going to unlock something that would set her free. And whilst I prayed that, the Lord began to show me the 7 stages of how they locked her up, where her spirit is. So when I began to pray at a certain time of that deliverance, the voice of a little child began to speak. And the demon spoke up to me and said that little child speaking is the real owner of this body. That this one, them now, I'm asking to go out, will not go. That little child that I'm seeing is the real owner of this body. But that they cannot allow this child to come and take this body anymore. That they have occupied this body. Which means the person you are meeting thinking is an adult and a personality. You are not dealing with a complete human being. You are not dealing with a human. The body is a body of a child that was given, a spirit that came. They submerged that spirit, bound that one, and took over for whatever process they used to come in, because this is a recycling.